Once, a king asked his minister to make a list of all the fools in the city. So the minister set out to complete the task. He searched the streets looking for fools and wrote down their names on his list. Meanwhile, a merchant from a faraway land arrived at the king's court. He had brought a horse with him. The king asked the merchant about the purpose of his visit to his kingdom.
"Your Majesty, I sell horses of the finest breed. I have brought this horse as a sample. Please take a look,"
said the merchant. Now the king was very fond of horses. The king had numerous horses already, but he could not resist the offer and went with the merchant to see the horse.
"This is a really fine horse,"
said the king.
"Your Majesty, I have more than 100 such horses. Would you like to buy them all, Your Majesty?"
asked the merchant.
"Yes, I would like to buy all the horses. When can you bring them?"
asked the king.
"Your Majesty, I would have brought them, but the transportation of so many horses requires a lot of money, and I didn't have so much money. If you would be kind enough to give me 1,00,000 gold coins, then I will bring them all in a fortnight,"
said the merchant. The king ordered his treasurer to give the merchant 1,00,000 gold coins. After taking them, the merchant left, promising to return as soon as possible with the horses. The king was very happy with himself, thinking that he had struck a good bargain. He showed the minister the horse that he had bought from the merchant. He also told the minister that he had given the merchant 1,00,000 gold coins in advance, so that he could bring the rest of the horses.
"You mean you have given the merchant so much money in advance?"
said the minister, disbelievingly.
"Yes, the horses were quite cheap, even at that price. So I decided to buy the rest of the horses too,"
said the king.
"But Your Majesty, do you have his address? Or did someone at the court stand guarantee for him?"
asked the minister.
"No, but he seemed honest. I am sure he will come back. Now have you completed the list of fools?"
asked the king.
"It is almost finished. I just have to add one more name to it,"
said the minister. He quickly wrote down a name and gave it to the king. When the king saw the list, he was shocked.
"How dare you write my name on the list?"
he thundered. Standing up, he shouted,
"You are calling the king a fool!"
"I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. But you have given 1,00,000 gold coins to a complete stranger. Isn't that a very foolish thing to do?"
replied the minister calmly. The king sat down and thought for a minute.
"But what if the merchant returns with the horses after a fortnight?"
asked the king.
"Then, I will strike off your name from the list and write his name instead,"
said the minister. The king could not help laughing at this remark. As usual, the minister went away. with a witty answer.